There is a place on Earth so quiet, so cold, that almost nobody lives there. No skyscrapers, no armies marching, no borders guarded by fences. And yet, more global power is quietly focused on this place than on many war zones combined. This island has no nuclear weapons, no major cities, no economy that can threaten anyone. So why does the world's most powerful military alliance keep returning here? Why do American presidents, decades apart, keep pointing at the same frozen land? And why did Donald Trump say something out loud that world leaders usually only whisper? Tonight, we are not talking about headlines. We are not reacting to today's news. We are uncovering why Greenland has always been dangerous, and why it may now decide how the next global conflict begins. Most people imagine Greenland as blank white space, but emptiness is an illusion. Greenland sits at a precise intersection between North America, Europe, and the Arctic. If Earth were a chessboard, Greenland would not be a piece. It would be the square everyone must cross. Missile trajectories, satellite orbits, submarine routes, early warning radar paths, they all converge here. This is why Greenland is not protected by geography. It is exposed by it. During the Cold War, the world feared missiles crossing oceans. But missiles do not travel in straight political lines. They travel in curves dictated by physics. And the shortest curve between Russia and the United States passes directly over Greenland. That is why the U.S. quietly built one of its most critical bases here, Thule Air Base, not for war, for warning. If a missile launches from Eurasia, Greenland sees it first. Before Washington, before New York, before anyone else. Greenland is not a shield, it is an alarm bell. And alarms are only valuable if they ring before it's too late. When Donald Trump talked about acquiring Greenland, most people laughed. They treated it as a joke, a provocation, a media spectacle. But here's what was missed. Trump did not invent the idea. He removed the silence around it. The United States tried to buy Greenland before, more than once. Not for land, not for people, but for control over time. Early warning equals minutes. Minutes equal survival. In nuclear strategy, 5 minutes can separate retaliation from annihilation. Trump didn't change policy. He broke diplomatic theater. Greenland officially belongs to Denmark, but Denmark cannot defend Greenland alone, and everyone knows it. This creates a strange paradox. Greenland is Danish on paper, but American in defense reality. That is why Denmark never expelled U.S. forces. That is why protests stop at statements. That is why sovereignty here is carefully worded. Greenland is protected not by ownership, but by usefulness, and useful places are never truly neutral. When NATO sends a few dozen troops to Greenland, many people ask, what can 50 soldiers do? The answer is, nothing militarily. But this is not military logic. This is signaling logic. Those soldiers are not defenders. They are flags. They say, we are watching. We are present. Do not assume absence. In geopolitics, presence, even symbolic, changes calculations. Greenland doesn't need an army. It needs attention. The United States is not alone. Russia watches Greenland because Arctic missile routes expose its own vulnerabilities. China watches Greenland because melting ice opens shipping lanes and rare earth resources. No tanks roll in, no flags are planted. Instead, research stations, infrastructure investments, scientific cooperation quiet moves. Because loud moves trigger resistance, Greenland is not being invaded, it is being studied. Now here is the most uncomfortable truth. The people who live in Greenland are not the decision makers. They want autonomy. They want economic independence. They want dignity. But their homeland is too valuable to be left alone. Every promise of protection comes with invisible strings. Greenland's future is discussed in Washington. Brussels, Moscow, Beijing, long before it is discussed in Nuuk. This is what it means to live on a strategic fault line. Ukraine is loud, visible, explosive. Greenland is silent, and silence is more dangerous. Because wars do not always begin with invasion. They begin with miscalculation, a radar misread, a satellite blinded, a submarine mistaken. Greenland is where mistakes would be detected or missed, which makes it the place where the future could quietly unravel. Greenland is not valuable because of what lies beneath its ice. It is valuable because of what passes above it. Trump didn't start this story. NATO didn't escalate it. Denmark didn't choose it. Greenland was always destined to matter. The only difference now is that the world has started talking about it. And when the quietest place on Earth becomes the most watched, history is usually about to change.